Hey guys, Kev here, and let's talk about Olight and their 16th anniversary sale. So, they sent me a few things, a bunch of things actually to check out. There's one knife in here, a few lights, and a couple multi-tools. So I was just going to run through them, talk about them, and yeah, see what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. There's affiliate links down below for everything here, so if you're going to pick one up, use the links down there. Helps the channel. There's also a discount code, LeftyEDC. That'll help you out as well, unless something's already heavily discounted. But first up, this is awesome. So this is actually something you would get for free. So all customers, if you log in, it says first and log in, there's a gift. I don't know. So it'll be automatically added to your shopping cart. So if you pick up something else, you'll be able to get one of these. It says, only for members who previously placed an order for greater than $5. And then it says, only for new customers if you are new to our website or previously bought something. I don't know. There's a couple of stipulations, but basically you can get one of these for free if you're serious about buying Olight stuff. That's the gist of it. And this thing's awesome. So you can also get just a regular i3 EOS, but this one is a 16th anniversary edition right here. You can see it's called the i16. And whatever material, I think it's aluminum, it's very well made for basically being a giveaway. I mean, they call it the meaningful design for Olight's 16th anniversary. I16 reflects Olight's growth in the past 16 years and features a special design to show our appreciation for your continuous support. The signature Olight logo is a combination of the sun and moon, indicating that Olight will come to spread love, light, and warmth night and day. So, you know, that's interesting, I guess. But I really do think this is a good-looking flashlight. I mean, you get a USB-C charge port right here, and then you get to tighten the bad boy down here, and you get pretty bright light. I mean, so this is your low, and then that's your high. I mean, that cranks. I mean, here's my everyday carry flashlight, which is 3 times the size. That's on 15, and that's on 100%. I mean, it's not like, you know, beating that, but it's freaking really good in my opinion. And you could hang it on a keychain. You could just drop this in your pocket. And, you know, I could do that. I could just carry this instead of this, you know, and get away with it. So I think this is cool. And for a sort of anniversary type deal, I think it's a really nice touch. And it comes with a cord, which is nice. So you get the whole package. I don't carry a flashlight on my keychain just because I carry one in my pocket. I have a cell phone. It's just a lot of redundancy. I don't need to go crazy with that kind of stuff. I tried for a while, but then I realized that, and I was like, you know, this is too much. So I will probably give this bad boy away to one of you guys. It tells you right here, 180 lumens on high. I mean, it's pretty good. 5 on low. So yeah, first off, happy anniversary to Olight. That's pretty cool. Let's hit one of the big items next. This is the O-Bulb Plus. So basically the deal with this guy is it's tap friendly. So instead of on the bottom doing that like you do on the original O-Bulb, there's actually a little power button right here. You tap. And guys, this is a flashlight video, so strobe warning, all that good stuff. This is also much larger. If you can't tell, it's a much larger piece than the original O-Bulb. So the kind of claim to fame here is there's an app you can control it with. So let's quickly talk about the pricing on this. This guy's going to be $48.99 starting, which I think is pretty good. Under $50 for something like this is pretty solid in my opinion. Looks like 30% off starts in 2 days. So I don't know if that means that it'll be another 30% off of that $48.99, or if that price is already there. And yeah, because, well, I can buy it right now, it looks like. So I guess the price goes down for the sale. Sorry, I'm not an expert on their sales. I really should be, honestly. But anyway, you have this power button, and you get a bunch of modes. I mean, it's crazy how many modes you get. This is like a flame, like pretending to be a fireplace. You have this one, which is kind of just like rainbow. You have this one, which is kind of like an aqua type thing. You got this one, which is fireworks. Yeah, it's the same one. This one's sort of just a, you know, psychedelic John. This one's off. And so you saw, and then you can double tap it for off. Now, that was like 6 modes, right? There's actually like 30 or more. You can go into the app and you can lower the dim and brighten it. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. You can make it dimmer or brighter. There's some functionality there. They have some like firefly mode. They have a bunch of cool. When I say firefly, like it looks like a bunch of fireflies. It's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different modes here. But you can also just control it from here, like I showed you. But you don't get the full functionality. The app is pretty simple. They gave me kind of a login to like a test run of the app. I don't think it's live yet. It might be at this point, but yeah, I think it's really interesting for people who are into this kind of stuff. It's cool. Am I into it? Not really. But I will admit, my kid ran around with this for a couple of days. I was trying to track her down, like, dude, don't drop that. She's a toddler. I'm like, don't drop that. I need that for a video. And she's running around with it with all the colors on it. We sat here. She sat still for like 10 minutes while I was on the app changing I was like, you want to try this? And, you know, she was testing it out. And so, you know, it can be fun for kids too, which I think is neat. I don't know if you can link multiples together or anything. That's kind of something you might want to research on your end. But I do think it's cool. And for $50, I mean, it's kind of hard to not say, yeah, that's cool, you know. The next one is a new version of the i3T. So let me just clear these out as I get them. It's a new version of the i3T EOS. This is going to be $21.24. That's crazy. And it is a Donut Warrior, basically, edition. I was calling it the Sprinkle Edition because I didn't know if they were allowed to call it Donut Warrior, but it doesn't seem like they give a shit. So this is cool. I had to actually take this from my wife because when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, you got to have this because it'll match your donut knife, because she has one of the Boker Kalashnikov Donut Warriors, and she has like a Hank that I got her. It's the only, literally the only EDC stuff she's ever been like semi-interested in has been the donut stuff. So you have your low and you have your high. This is one of the best flashlights on the market. AAA size. You can technically put a 10440 in here if you want to risk it. You could fry it out, but you know. So it's very, you know, thin, and it's lightweight, easy to carry. I mean, here's my CWF. It's smaller than that, honestly. So the perfect size light for me. You know, I think you get 180 lumens on high. 180 lumens on high. If you do put in a 10440, I think it jacks it up to like 500, but just be careful. I'm not going to say that's going to be okay, but I think it's been tested and it's fine. But it's, you know, it's a really cool version of it, aluminum, and then it has these sprinkles on it. I do wish the sprinkles were a little more realistic. I know that sounds weird, but the stuff from Blade HQ does look a little more realistic. So I don't know, not a big deal. But so we have this guy for $21.24. So yeah, this one's not being given away, guys. This one's going back to my wife. So there's that. The benefits of being my wife. So the next one is the Otacle. I think they were calling it the Otacle Gym EDC. And basically it has a bunch of different things on it. It's a bottle opener slash pry bar, essentially. It's got some knurling up here, jimping, whatever you want to call it. Bottle opener here, a little flathead right here. You have a little corner right here. I don't know if this is just for a lanyard. I'm hoping I can get a list of the specs here. This is $17.99. It's made out of titanium. I think that's pretty good. Well, at least I think it is titanium. So they're saying Marauder 2-shaped multifunctional tool serves as a pry bar, a bottle opener, a slotted screwdriver, a protractor. So you have this area as a protractor. I'm not sure exactly how that would work. I'm not an expert on protractors, but I guess you could lay it down, get a line so you know the direction, and then you could go from there. I don't know. And hex wrenches. So right here you have a few wrenches. You have it says 5.5, 7, and 8. I don't know if that's metric. There's a 15 and a 14 right here. So I don't know if that is also hex. I guess if you could, I don't know how that would work. But anyway, just showing you what we got here. And then this, I think, is just a lanyard hole, to be honest. So, yeah, it's got a little bottle cap there. That's pretty cool. I don't really get the knurling up here. I guess if you wanted to turn into like a knuck or something, I don't know how that would work, but not something I would ever use or carry, honestly. If I need a bottle opener, I grab the nearest semi-flat metal object and I just pop the bottle. If I need a flathead, you know, I got something in my pouch, my truck, my car, my house. Like, don't need that. And then wrenches and shit. I don't know when I would ever need a wrench that I can only tighten like this. And then the head would have to fit through here. That's always the problem when you have something like this. It's like, oh yeah, I could really use that, but then you got to like squeeze it into a tight spot you can't reach into or whatever. So it's basically just a fancy bottle opener. I don't even really know where the pry end is. I mean, is that the pry? This little guy right here is your pry? Because this end isn't a pry. I guess the side, I don't know. Like, I don't really even see the pry bar, but it is, you know, it's cool for what it is. Just not my jam. It might be the J1M, not the gym. I don't know. So we got that. I think I have the box for it right here, in case anybody's interested. Oh, I might show you right here. So you can use the hex wrench, open a bottle. Oh, it works on bikes, those little guys. Huh, for spokes. Never knew that. Protractor, and then flathead. So, yeah, I mean, it does have uses if you just, you know, if you dropped it in a purse or a bag or something. I get it. You know, just not something I'm going to carry. I'm going to save the knife for last because it's the one I'm going to talk the most about. So I think we only have one more left anyway before that. So this is the utility knife. This is the Otacle. And so that was the Otacle multi-tool pry bar. And this is the Otacle carbon fiber multi-tool. Now, I'll admit I had one of these in the past. And I believe I showed it and talked about it where it just didn't work. The button on here would fall off. It would just fall off. And this, like, it just didn't work. This one works. So this one I've had for, you know, a little bit. They sent me this stuff early in the month. So I've had this stuff for a while. I'll admit, I took it out, played with it a little bit, put it back in here. I didn't do anything with it. Just not my style. But I will say this one is better. It's more well-made than the one I had before. It feels solid. It's got steel on the back, I'm pretty sure. They call it a 5-in-1 tool. So you have a bottle opener right here. So when you close the blade, it turns into a bottle opener. It almost looks like the mouth of something. You have a mini pry bar. I guess right here counts as a pry bar. Slotted screwdriver. I guess that's the same part right there. 1/4-inch hex wrench right here. So you could even drop a bit in if you wanted to. You know, you can there's ways you can make it fit tighter. You can put like cord in here. So if you put like a thin piece of cord through here and kind of tied it like a lanyard, that would put enough pressure in here where the bit would still go in, but it would kind of like tie it up so it would stay in. You can kind of force that. Or you can just push against the back as you're pressing into whatever it is. And, you know, you can make it work. So it does fit hex bits or 1/4-inch bits, which is cool. And a ruler. A ruler. Where is the ruler? I don't see a ruler on here, guys. Where's the ruler? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Does anybody see the ruler on here, guys? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know where this ruler is. Let's see if I can find a picture of it somewhere. Does the box show us all the functions again? No. All right. We're just gonna have to trust them on that. I don't know what you're gonna use as a ruler, but anyway. So you can actually lock this, I found. So that's kind of cool. So basically you have the closed position. Then you have a sort of half position where you just get a little bit of blade if you just want to pop something, and you have it kind of protected from the top. So it's very minimal penetration on that. So she said giggity. And then you have your fully deployed mode. Pretty good retention there. And, you know, you don't get a ton of blade, but it's like, you know, the James brand polymer or whatever. This is all you need when you're using something like this, right? Scraper. I have a... what's this one called, guys? You guys know better than I do. Giltech Ruck. This is a lefty one. But I have one of these. And it has kind of 2 modes as well. You have locked, and then you have this sort of half mode. And then you press forward, and you get the fully sort of deployed mode. And I would venture to guess you have a similar amount of blade length. Yeah. So I think that's pretty standard practice for these little utility guys. You know. And this thing is, how much is this? Because I think these Giltechs are like $100. This is $18. It has carbon fiber on it. So, you know, it definitely has a purpose. But anyway, you can lock it. So right back here, see it says unlocked. You can turn this. You got to make sure you turn it properly. It doesn't like just click into place or whatever. So we have it turned. And now... wait, hang on a second. Try that again. What? I think I'm missing something. Hold on. Is it this way? Oh. Oh, okay, I think I know. So, sorry. In this position, you just push. See that? I just push and drag. Like, I don't push down. I just push. Does that make sense? But if you turn this, now it kind of cuts off that area. Now it won't just push. Right? Now I have to push down to get it to pop past that piece. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't work super well, if I'm being honest, now that I know. But it does the job. I mean, there you go. It's kind of locked up. It would definitely be harder to push in your pocket, right? Now, once it's out, there's no, like, it doesn't lock up here either. So it'll never do that, but it'll lock kind of back here to where you have to push down. And I kind of like it in that mode, so you can't accidentally push forward. So anyway, that's kind of how it's set up. I think it's pretty cool. You know, for, what was it, 18 bucks? Come on. That's perfectly fine for $18. People who are looking for stuff on a budget, they're really giving you a lot of options, you know. Not going to be the best multi-tool ever, but like 18 bucks, guys, you know. So we had that one. And then real quick, I just want to mention, before I get to the knife, I want to mention this guy right here. This is the Baton 3, right? Baton 3 wireless charger. They actually sell these. This is a special edition in the winter camo or whatever. I'm glad they sent me this because I asked to check it out, and I really like it. I haven't found a place for it yet. It just kind of sits here. But I love the concept. It's a case that charges your Baton 3. So it'll charge 3.7 times. Plus, if you had it fully charged already, that's 4.7 charges, essentially, you have on the flashlight. So this is really good for people who want to go camping or whatever and not have to bring, you know, I guess like a charger or anything like that. You have it built in. It carries it and charges it. I don't know. I think it's cool. But anyway, this version I think is sold out. If not, I'll link it down below. But they sell the case for 40 bucks. So if you already have a Baton 3 and you just want to get one of these cool cases, you can do that. They're 40 bucks and they come in, right now they have black and red. Although it says notify me, so maybe they're not available, actually. But they do have them available at times, so just keep your eye on the website. Sorry, I might have been wrong about that. I'll link what I can, but I just wanted to show this because I really, really think that's a cool product. I just need to find a good place for it. All right, the last one is the Spur Dog. So this is 50 bucks. It's in D2, and it's assisted. So it's aluminum D2 assisted knife for $51. I should absolutely hate this knife, right? This is like a 100%. Kev would freaking hate this. 3.39 ounces. But I really like this knife. I can't help my mind, right? Like I can't stop my mind from just thinking what it wants to, and it wants to like this knife, and I don't know why. It does remind me of stuff. Like it reminds me of other knives, not like copy or anything, but it just gives me vibes. I don't know if it's like Curtis. Somebody mentioned steel wheel. Kind of reminds me of the cut jack. Kind of like a Curtis mixed with a cut jack. I don't know, just an interesting design. It's got this really cool frag pattern on the aluminum. It's got a deep carry clip. It's not reversible, which is annoying again. I kind of get it on this, though, because of the frag pattern. It would take away from it. Giant branding on both sides. Spur Dog. It's a smaller knife. You know, I have a large glove size hand. I can just fit all four on. Can't really choke up. It's got pretty thin stock. It is razor sharp and comes down to a thin edge. It's a good cutter. You know, I didn't do a ton of cutting with it, but it's a good cutter in my opinion. It is assisted though. So you got this flipper tab that has really good jimping on it, and when it pops, it pops. Like, it's a good assisted knife. Like, it has a great poppy detent to it, or I guess deployment. It feels great when it flies out of there. And you can either just let it ride like that, or you can give her the old, you know, flickeroni, and then she really flies out if you give her the gas, right? I haven't tried flicking it. I wonder. Woo-hoo-hoo! I never thought about an assisted reverse flick knife. That's kind of cool. So obviously the rub here is the closing. So you do have a liner lock. You cannot shake this knife closed. Now you can get it to there, right? And then you just close it like that. So you can, I just do this. For those people who don't like bearings or like two-handed knives, honestly, assisted knives aren't that bad, right? Because you get a great deployment, and then you just kind of slow roll it closed, and you don't think twice about it, right? It has a lock. Now, this is interesting. So, it's locked. Can't do anything, right? Unlock it. She fires. Now, this is stupid because you'd never do it, but you can actually lock it when open, which I find weird. So, it'll let you. Well, it feels kind of broken right now, to be honest. There we go. So it'll let you lock it, but now you can't close it. Oh, wait. Hold on. I had it the wrong way. Now you can't close it. There's a barrier in there. I don't know what it is. Where is it? Oh, it's actually like a plunge. Look at that. It's like a little plunge lock. That's crazy. I don't know why that's weird to me, but it's like a plunge lock. Now, I wonder why they didn't make it where, I guess they didn't want it to be an auto, but they could have made it where this just deployed the knife. That would have been cool. So, pop it up, fire it, close it, and then if you're worried about deploying it, you just lock it. So, yeah, I should hate this knife. I really should. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's the greatest knife ever or anything. And for 50 bucks, you can go buy some really sick Migarons and other brands, right? But if you're into O-Knife and you're into this design in particular, I honestly can recommend this knife. I think it's good. I think it's a good knife. It's cool. I kind of hate myself for saying it, but it's cool. No play, no rock, nothing. I mean, it's solid as a rock. It fires every time, which is nice. It looks damn good. I love this green with the frag. I mean, I would love to see this on something else, you know, or even this design, but a manual would be kind of cool. Maybe give me a Spur Dog too that's slightly bigger, has a sheep's foot. No, I'm just kidding. Just doesn't have the billboarding, you know, maybe in like 154 with the same frag and no assist, just a really good detent. Because this is coming from Kaiser. They're the ones making these. We know they can crush detents. They can make a detent feel just like that, right? So it's kind of sad that it's assisted. But, you know, it works. And not every knife is for me. So that's the Spur Dog. I really like it. So there you go, guys. That is the Olight 16th anniversary sale kind of breakdown. Let me know what you guys think. We had the Otacle Gym Bob. We had the Otacle carbon fiber utility knife. Both of those are $18. That's crazy. You could pick one of these up and get one of these for free. So for 20 bucks, basically, you could get this and that, or this and that. I mean, it's hard to beat, honestly. Or for, say, 25 bucks, you can get this and that. You can get these two. I mean, you know, and then you got the O-Bulb Plus here as well. And then lastly, we have the Baton 3 John that I really like. It's not part of the sale, but I just really like it. And they're always pimping the Baton, so. And then, of course, you have the Spur Dog. So let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate it. Links are down below if you're interested. You know the deal by now. And, yeah, thanks to Olight for sending these my way. I appreciate it. You guys know most of this will end up in your hands during live streams and giveaways and stuff like that. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.